keep your eyes on Uganda. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going to go with this, but this is breaking news. I first heard this on a Pharaoh Said That show, and because I subscribed to him, so I got the notification. I watched some of it, and I didn't really go into it, but I said, let me go into it now, especially being that I just heard it again from Apostle Ryan Blob on the live stream that he's doing right now. And you know what he's talking about. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this. No, I don't got to do that. I don't got to do that. He said, well, watch what's going to happen. That's why, you know, I entitled it, Keep Your Eyes on Uganda. All eyes are going to be on Uganda. You know what I want to do? Let me do this. Let me take Uganda. Let me put in the words Uganda. So they're going to have to change the name from Uganda to Wakanda, because that's where the gold is. Let me do this. Uganda, put in China. Uganda-China relations. All right, interview President Museveni talks about China's relationship with Uganda. 6 months ago, China takes over Uganda's airport for failing to repay loans. Okay, well, if the U.S. goes in there, they got to deal with China, because China has what's the word? Occupied Uganda. It says China takes over Uganda's airport for failing to repay loans. How Beijing is weaponizing debt. What they're doing with the IMS, been doing for years. Might want to look at that video. 3 years ago, PM Live, Prime Minister Live, Uganda-China relations, Uganda-China relations, MBS, BCI 2 years ago, Uganda-China relations, Uganda received 77 fleet of cars from the Chinese government. So if the US steps in, they have to deal with China. Because China got dibs on the gold, because China got dibs on Uganda. Uganda-China relations. Lu Wheatrow school start teaching Chinese. Why would they want to learn Chinese? Because China occupied Uganda, a lot of places in Africa. Why China is in Africa, if you don't know, now you know. Chinese-Ugandan relations. Uganda looking to China for help in fast-tracking its development. Oh, they're going to help them, all right. They're going to help them with all that gold. And China's pretty much going to block the US. So it may turn out to be an Indo-Chinese African war. Remember, the Vietnam conflict and the Korean conflict is one war. The Korean conflict, for the Korean War, is the same war as the Vietnam conflict. They just changed the name. Because who were they fighting? They were fighting the Chinese. It was the Chinese that were supplying them, the Koreans and the Vietnamese, with weapons. And a lot of the actual people that the US military was fighting were actually Chinese people in both wars, both conflicts. Uganda-China relations to help for illegal wildlife trade aren't Chinese diplomats. 6 months ago, China is knocking on our door, Uganda president says. China and Uganda seek bolster relations. So China's already there. And guess what? China and Russia are friends, they're buddies. China-Uganda relations. Oh, and another thing, a lot of these Chinese Moabites, scriptures, they're marrying Chinese women. You got the Chinese women marrying African men, and Chinese men marrying African women and having babies with them. So they're turning Africa into China. And these Chinese babies are becoming citizens of dual citizens, citizens of China and citizens of whatever country in Africa. As a China-Uganda relations experts discuss trade and investment at policy dialogue. U.S.-China relations explained the myth of the Chinese debt trap in Africa. This might be a good one to watch. This was put up 2 months ago. The myth of the Chinese debt trap in Africa. What you do, you lend the country, billions. We're dealing with billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. You lend them $100 billion. You know they can't pay it back. And they put up their part of their land, or most of their land, or all of their land, up for collateral. So they forfeit the debt and they take that part of the land. So Zambia's president says no to homosexuality. Now, he could be a Jake. But a lot of Jakes that live in Africa, that think that they're Africans. No, let me do this. Let me go back over here. So keep your eyes on Uganda. It says Uganda, this was as of 4 days ago, Uganda announces discovery of huge gold deposits estimated at 12.8, almost $13 trillion. Uganda discovers 20 trillion in gold deposits in the country. Now, if this is the case, what it seems like it is, that means gold will have to go, the prices will have to go down because there's a bigger abundance of gold on the planet. They base the price of gold based upon how much gold is in the United States and how much gold is on the world market. So if you take a piece of gold, a gold coin from China, you bring it to America, you're going to get, and it's an ounce of gold, and they test it and they know it's real gold. It's 0.999 gold. That means 100% gold, no fillers. You get the same amount of money, or about the same amount of money as you would for like a gold eagle in America, because they're going by the weight of the gold and the purity of the gold. So this amount of gold should drop the price dramatically. I remember when gold was under $200 an ounce. I remember when it went up to $2,000. It's now at about $1,800. Ugandan gold discovery just doubled all the gold we know of. So keep your eye on the gold prices here in America. Soon to be world's richest following major gold find, Uganda president has questions for the West. That was as of 2 days ago. Questions, I wonder how strong their army is, or how deep is a relationship between Uganda and China? Because the China's not going to let the U.S. in. All roads lead to Uganda. Keep your eyes on Uganda. Questions raised about quantity of Uganda's gold exports. So they have gold. It's a well-known fact. It says, this is as of 7 months ago, Uganda children forced into gold mining amid school closures. That's slavery. This is as of 1 day ago, Uganda announces discovery of huge gold deposits estimated at $12.8 trillion. It's going to dramatically change the price of gold worldwide. Gold rush, this is 8 months ago, the hazardous nature of mining in Ghana. So they're looking for gold and they found it too. I'm looking for the newest stuff. Let me do this. Let me go to filter. Put in last hour. Nothing. Let's come back. X that out. The filter again. Hit today. Okay, it says here Nigeria Osun Festival Tour. Uganda discovers 31 million tons of gold and deportations to Rwanda. This was as of 22 hours ago. Africa, Uganda strikes gold 2022. Uganda says, 10 hours ago, Uganda says exploration results show it has 31 million tons, and a ton is 2,000 pounds. So 2,000 pounds times 31 million. That's a lot of gold ore. So they got to process it to get the fine gold. This is as of 23 hours ago. Uganda, so this is news as of really yesterday. Uganda announces they discovered 31 million tons of gold. Estimated value of over 12 trillion. To get an idea of what a trillion is, You take a stack of $1 million, 1,000 stacks of $1 million is $1 billion. A 1,000 stacks of $1 billion is 1 trillion. So we're talking about 12. That's what? That's 12,000 million dollars. 12,000 billion dollars, I believe. 19 hours ago, Uganda discovers a $13 trillion gold deposit. What will Uganda do? I know what China's going to do. I know what the US is going to do. They sit down, have meetings. And the US knows that if they go for the gold, they're going to have to deal with China. Wars and rumors of wars. Matthews 24, Uganda finds $12 trillion worth of gold. Gold rush, 20 hours ago. Doesn't mention Uganda. This was as of 11 hours ago. Breaking news. Here is gold. Here is gold in Uganda. Special news. Should be there is gold in Uganda. Anyway, I'm going to say shalom. So give me your thoughts, your comments.